I'm going to try to get louder. This is an incredible book, and tonight I wanted to share this with you. Actually, Lee suggested this book to me. I have him to thank. He said, "You'll never be sarcastic ever again in your lifetime once you read this book." Well, I took that literally. I thought there must be a meaning behind this. So I read the book, and I have to say that it has changed my life in so many ways already. First of all, I want to ask you to ponder over this question. Did your spouse, did your best friend, did an acquaintance, a coworker at work, or simply just a stranger in your life fill your bucket today? Or did they dip into your bucket? When I saw this title, I was a little perplexed at it. And I thought to myself, what could that mean? And what it meant simply was that we all have positive things that happen in our lifetime. And we have negative things that occur on a day-to-day basis. How many times have you woke up and just felt like you're on top of the world and you're going to change everything and just make a difference today? Only you. Yeah. Only to have your bubble bursted once you hit that office or somewhere, the grocery store, what have you, and somebody said something negative to you and deflated that balloon. And all of a sudden you felt at your wit's end like, oh, what's the point? I'm just going to go home and go back to bed and start it all over again. Well, in essence, that's what this book is. It's a way to change your life. It's a way to make a difference. And I think each and every one of us, if we were honest with ourselves, would say, that sounds like a great idea. The world would be a better place if we could just, first of all, begin with positive input. The first point that I want to address tonight is that Tom Rath is one of the co-writers in this book. And as a young boy, he gave an example that I related to quite well. He said in the book that when he was growing up at ages 4 years of age, his mother had denoted that he liked reading a lot, or he liked listening to her read to him. And because of that, he was really interested in it. So she began reading to him. His grandmother began reading to him. Every time the relatives met for a gathering, they would say, "Hey Tom, what book did you hear about lately?" And they would encourage it. And everything was all about that one subject, reading. They encouraged him to continue to read. And it made a difference in his life because, well, he wrote a book eventually. But the reason I related to it so well was because when I was 4 years old, just happened to be the same age, my grandmother noticed that I liked to write on things. And I was writing on the wall, I was writing on everything, but it wasn't making any sense. So she showed me how to write my name. I mean, not print, but handwrite my name. So I proceeded to handwrite my name underneath the furniture, all over the wall, everything. Well, my parents weren't really happy about it, but I thought it was a lot of fun. And I just remember that I felt really special because people would compliment me and say, "Wow, Paula, you really do well with your handwriting." That made an impression on me. The second point in the book was one of the authors was talking about the disease that he had. And he had a rare disease, a disorder where you would have tumors suddenly go into different areas of your body, like your pancreas, your liver, what have you. And as long as he detected it and kept on top of it with tests and so on and so forth, it never got out of control. But he had to live with this a good deal of his young life. And when I was reading this, I was relating to it because he said, I never once said, why me? I just simply attacked it and decided I'm going to learn everything there is to know about this particular disorder. And I'm going to make a difference with it, and I'm going to change what everyone's telling me, that you're never going to survive this, you're going to eventually probably die at a young age. Well, I related to this because if I can say this without crying. I remember that when my husband Lee was diagnosed with cancer, and we were sitting there and we were listening to them tell him that he didn't have very much time left, not to think about himself as living in so many years, because this was a stage 4 colon cancer, and you know, he'd be lucky to survive it. He looked at them and he said, I'm going to be that small percentile that makes it. And in fact, he has. And the great thing about it was he never uttered the words, why me? And I never said it to myself either. We were just proactive about it, and we just attacked it. We learned everything we could about the disease, and we made the best of it. And it worked for us. The third point I'd like to make is, as soon as I get to it, every day we need to make a special effort, and we need to fill everyone's bucket. And in doing so, we're filling our bucket. And by filling everyone's bucket, that means being positive and having nothing but kind, thoughtful things to say. And if a horrible, a hateful thought comes to mind, replace it with something good. Find the good. And that's what this author had impressed upon me. You need to find the good in your heart, in your soul, and make a difference. So in conclusion with my speech tonight, I'd just like to say that to make ourselves live a longer, healthier life and be more effective and make a difference in our life as well as other people's lives, people that we come in contact with on a day-to-day basis, maybe read this book. I'll let you look at it, just don't keep it. But I think that it would really help just to read it, because we can all relate to it. And it should make a difference. Thank you.